women hold the key to the child as well. A lot of deadbeat dads are not even that. Shan act like these women don't keep kids from their fathers.
Oh, I agree. There are women who keep their kids. They get bitter because they want to be with you and you're not being with them. And so they feel like the get back is, I won't let you see your kid. There's an order in this.
Who gets hurt when they do that?
The kid does. I'm not.
And whoa, and the
listen.
dad.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the argument. But what I'm saying to you is, if we're going to take responsibility, like Ebony's taking responsibility, both parents need to be in a household. It wouldn't even get that far as you're gonna marry her.
I mean,
but she ain't gonna get crazy. She can't keep you from your kids because you in the household. You done married her.
So the thing is, though, with you saying that, and I get it, I agree. But as we also agreed to, that a lot of women don't want to do the work to become a wife. You know what I'm saying? For a man to even want to marry.
But the thing, I get that. But you shouldn't be sliding up in her. If she ain't doing the work to be a wife, why is you planting the seed in her?
I agree.
If she ain't wife material.
I agree.
Is the most precious thing you got
idiotic.
Of your legacy, are you planting it inside of her?
It's idiotic. I agree.
Because there's something you like about her.
Shan, can I ask you a question?
That vagina.
Shan, can I ask you a question right quick?
Yes, HD.
Okay, so do you agree that women control sex?
Yes.
She said.
Do you agree that men control marriage?
Yes.
Okay, so do you think men are the main reason why there are less marriages and women are the main reason why there's more kids?
Yes.
Okay, so with that being said, if there's a bunch of kids hanging around, why can't we put more blame on women if women control sex versus men control marriage, and why we aren't getting more married?
I have a question. Who controls the sperm?
No, you can't do
no, just yes or no. I answer your questions. Who controls your sperm, HD?
The DNA bank. Ebony K. Williams.
HD. Who controls? I want to know who controls your sperm.
The man controls sperm 100%.
Okay, so do you not? We just had this conversation. Do you not need sperm to make a baby, or can you go without the sperm to make the baby? I want to know. I'm clueless.
Well, the answer is the correct answer is you need sperm and an egg, because if you have sex with a woman that does not have an egg, and you have sex with that woman and give her a seed, you cannot have a child.
Let me ask you a question.
Bishop to E7.
So let me ask you. You're right. It takes two to tangle. Let me ask you a question. What would happen? Let me ask you a question, HD.
Right.
What would happen if there were no abortions? There were no contraception. If it was just God, your body, the way it's supposed to be.
Wait, what?
No, so let me just take that back. Are you suggesting that she should kill the kid?
I'm not suggesting that she should kill the kid. What I'm suggesting is there is a order of how things are supposed to go. There's a reason why you need an egg and a sperm in order for these things to happen. These things are supposed to happen for a reason.
So let me ask you a question. Do men submit to women or do women submit to men? Who's the leader?
Ooh, she wasn't actually in
honestly, right now, both people are leaders because both people are doing what they want to do.
No. I want to ask you in the grand scheme of things.
Who's the leader? Who's the leader at Ebony K. Williams' house? Who's the leader at her house?
Marriage, and we talked about women not doing what they're supposed to do. They don't submit. Okay. So with that being said, in a situation like this, do men submit to women or do women submit to men? Are men the leaders or are women the leaders?
Ebony K. Williams is 100% the leader because she has.
I'm not talking about Ebony. Me and him are having a conversation. Well, you've already said that's wrong. So me and him are having a conversation. Are men the leaders or are women the leaders?
They're both leaders because here's why I say this. Everybody has the freedom to do what they want to do, right? And then you also have to understand that with all of this freedom that we got, it's like you can't hold anybody accountable if everybody can do whatever it is that they want to do. Now, if you want to make the argument of how it should be, then the men should be in the lead. But guess what? We've been making the argument of what it should have been with Ebony K. Williams, but then you want to backtrack off of that just to make this conversation last longer than it should.
I'm just gonna say this. You can't say she's wrong and then this is the problem. I'm neutral in both. I can sit here. I'm gonna say women shouldn't be opening their legs to men. I'll have that. But what I'm saying to you is just like she's responsible for the decision she's making, you need to know that you control your sperm. Because I don't know, for whatever reason, I guess men think you go in and you grab it and you just, I don't know what they think you do.
Oh, IVF. What you just described was IVF.
So you're saying that most kids, are born from IVF. Most kids out here who are born of single parent households are born of IVF.
No one said that. We haven't argued that all night. We already said, man, look, men, we've already said it's men's fault when all of this stuff go down. I'm consistent on that. Now, when you create a scenario where there is no man, 100% I blame women. That's the first time you ever heard me say that. But if you don't have a man and you choose to have a child, that's 100% your fault. 100% her fault.
Yeah,
all her fault. She is the leader in that household. All of that falls on her.
I agree. This is a totally different. I'm addressing something that HD stated. So my question is specifically to HD. I wanted to know who can, because we're not going to sit here and say, now I'm going to agree with you. I do think that women need to stop to close their legs. I'm on the close your legs committee. Okay. I think that if all women just close their legs before marriage, all these issues will go away, right? You're never going to hear me say anything different than that. Okay. Now saying it and doing stuff is just two different things. Okay. But so I'm not taking accountability from the female, but I want to make sure we hold both accountable, because you need an egg and you need a sperm. Outside of an IVF, which is a very small percent, most people can't even afford that, okay? Because these 70% of kids ain't being born from IVF. They being spoiled because you stuck your little thing inside it and you didn't put nothing on top of it, okay? So
hey, Shan, can before you go into this long soliloquy, I agree.
I'm done. That's all I wanted to say.
I agree that men should be responsible for their seed. I also agree that women should be responsible for, who they have sex with.
Oh, for sure.
Just like men should be responsible for who they have sex with. Just like men are responsible for who they marry and decide who they want to be responsible for. And the same way, women are responsible for who they agree to marry. So that's the reason why we had that whole thing last class, as far as two things can be true. And that the reality is this situation, we don't know what it's going to go, how it's going to go in actuality. Me personally, I don't care, because the simple fact of the matter is she made a decision. She's grown and she thought this is what she should do. So I don't care nothing about this. But the thing is, what were you about to say, Marcus?
No, I was gonna say I just want to send a shout out to all the responsible men that went and got a vasectomy and
that's an option.
No, that protected their seed. And I like to highlight that black male sperm is some of the most expensive sperm to go buy from the IVF. I don't know if she had a discount coupon or not, but it's because we not reckless with our seed. Black men, y'all doing y'all thing. Keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself. The smartest thing I heard all night. Keep that expensive seed to yourself.
But back to what HD was saying, it all goes back to morals and ethics, values, and that's something that's at the very beginning and the heart of what we as a community have gotten away from. Mm-hmm. You guys mentioned shame. I remember I was in 7th grade and there was someone in the school that was pregnant. You talk about the buzz. I mean, it was shameful. I think that people knew that there were people having sex, unfortunately. But the fact that that person got pregnant was like, wow. It was shame.
Mm-hmm.
It was shame in that. Now we embrace it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not saying that you disown your child or your family member, but you didn't encourage it and go on to have a gender reveal for your 14-year-old.
You did.
For real.
There is a difference between loving your child and not encouraging the action. And it goes back to, I think, what Inaz was saying about having a platform and being careful how you tout certain things. We all don't have that sort of platform. Some of you may, but you have a platform with people who look up to you, whether it's a platform of 4 or whether it's a platform of 10,000. It's still influence, and you have influence over your children, your sons, your daughters, your nieces, nephews, siblings. I'm sure there's someone who looks up to you, and we have to go back to the heart of it all: morals, ethics, values, and we have to instill that in our children so that they can take value and take pride in having good character, which is hard to find. We're talking about personal. I could talk about that all day when we translate it to business and finding employees and integrity and all that stuff. Across the board, moral compass is just not as high as it used to be.
It's in the trash.
Wow. Tan, where have you been, girl?
Child be trying to make Tan get on here. Tan be like, I got things to do.
But no, I really meant it earlier when I was talking to Marcus. He literally has one of the most true north compasses in regards to morality and ethics of any man that I have ever met. And he doesn't play in the gray area with you, even though he can argue the point of the gray area and has refused to tonight, sir.
Kids. It's kids.